Corey Kluber, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He will lead this one off today.
Dodgers, left fielder, number 60.
Line, but speared on a hop. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Harold, what's the key to continuing the winning streak?
You want to watch the team put the ball in play. This is the team you want to watch. They are last in the league in strikeouts. 1 through 9, they put the ball in play. They put pressure on you. It's going to be a fun watch to see how they battle the other team's pitchers.
Line drive to center field. Naquin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Now to the plate, Franklin Gutierrez. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Harold, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo home run for Franklin Gutierrez. 29 home runs for him on the year, and the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Here's Adrian now.
First baseman number 23. Adrian
swinging a soft
Gonzalez.
liner. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On Kenta Maeda gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. What's your take on him, H?
Well, he comes in with a whip under 1. That means he's not getting a lot of traffic on the bases. And when you limit the traffic on the bases, the less runs you're going to give up. So that's why he's been effective and been able to keep his team in games.
Harold Reynolds, this Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matt, when you're playing good ball, you don't care who's on the mound. Oh, that's their ace. Bring it, ace. Come on, bring it to us. Because you're playing as good as you are right now. The confidence is flowing, and the trash talk is going.
And another foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Another one sent foul. Here comes another 0-2. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Forsythe backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, they find themselves already down 1. The big thing here, you realize you got a lot of game left. Just score 1 run. Try to get right back in the game, even it up, and play the whole 9 innings. You can't just play part of the game, play the whole game.
Francisco Lindor is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Toles is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
Batting third,
Here's Carlos Santana now. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We'll go on. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Justin Turner.
First pitch on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of zone for strike 1.
Now that's what a slider's supposed to look like. Great execution. Starts off the plate and makes him reach.
Here's the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Heading after it is Naquin, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Weak grounder back to the mound. And he's retired here, 1 away.
All right, here's how the Indians line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And behind the plate, Yan Gomes. You know, he calls one of the best games in baseball. He's got a great pitching staff to work with. But the thing I like about him, he will throw to different bases, and he can only do that because he's got such good footwork.
Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. Runners on first with 1 down. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting ninth.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Coming to the plate now, Logan Forsythe. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. Kipnis on to Encarnacion, and it's in time for the double play, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Chopper foul. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
Matt, I like the last two pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Forsythe will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Dodgers defense, brought to you by Majestic. In the outfield, Yasiel Puig. When he first broke into the league, all over the place. Couldn't concentrate, run into walls, throwing the ball everywhere. Now he's really settled into his own and utilizes that arm when he needs to.
Edwin Encarnacion comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
1-1.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Ready on 1-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Bases are empty, one man out. Now this is lined into left field for a base hit.
Well, that's a line drive to left field on a ball that was right down the middle. I know it's early in the game, and sometimes hitters will tell you what a pitcher has. If he doesn't start to put that ball in the corners, it's going to be a short game for him.
Tyler Naquin is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get two, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored. A wild pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Turner has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for round number 2.
Batting 7th.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. Looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Well, he got a high strike on a fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. Indians leave one. They trail it here 2-0. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on the show. Ready for another chance? Andrew Knowles 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Andrew
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Well, here we go again, Matt. He gives up a run in each of the first 2 innings, and now a leadoff single to lead off the 3rd. Not a good sign.
Dribbled to the right side, but that one rolls foul. The 0-1, and look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Franklin Gutierrez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up. So he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Stepping in now, Adrian Gonzalez. And that's through for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Justin Turner. And he's got a shot to open up an even greater lead if he can get something into the outfield. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make it bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Oh, looks like he might be a little anxious swinging at that pitch out of the zone. This situation, bases loaded, you have a tendency to be a little jumpy. You got to calm down and let them come to you. They still have to throw it over the plate.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one as it's fouled away, and the count holds at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2 pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jock Peterson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ball 1.
Well, that's an unusual pitch. He tried to sneak a backdoor cutter. You don't see it very often. He tried to sneak it in there, almost got it too.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to Encarnacion, but it's too late to get them both.
The right fielder, number 60.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Well, that's called smelling a base hit right there. He beats out an infield single. Not everybody hustles out of the box, but he darn sure knew he better, and he did.
Striding in once again, Yasmani Grandal. A base hit in his first trip. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Right over the middle, knee high. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a flare out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is to pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Strike two.
Tell you what, Matt, not much to do with those pitches. I know he's looking at 2 strikes now, but the first one was on the outside.
This is hit well out toward left field. Coles going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll take a look at ball one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt. Throw to third. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. So he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Now
Carlos Santana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. From the stretch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is scored. 2 runs are in. At the plate, Jason Kipnis. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lays off 1-0.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box.
Nope,
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Edwin Encarnacion now.
Number 10, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season. And this one gives him the lead at 6-2.
Now batting, center fielder,
Alex Wood is going to come on to pitch here. And in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And here's a ball hit in the air, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
digging in to try it again. Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Good check swing on that off-speed pitch. Clearly he's sitting fastball, ready to let it fly. He recognized it was an off-speed pitch and was able to hold up.
On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Forsythe. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. A hit in 2 tries so far. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like he would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Standing in, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for this one. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 now to Gomes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Leaves a changeup high for a strike.
I got to count 2-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Another 2-2 offering. On the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Left fielder number 23.
Digging in, Michael Brantley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Wood into the windup. Here's the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Now the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And the changeup is way low that time. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Franklin Gutierrez.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, but he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. It's fair to say that early on, at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Ready once again, Justin Turner. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. To short. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Dodgers.
Leading off with a Tribe, the shortstop, Francisco
sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fly ball out to right field. Puig's got a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 22.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Ready for another chance? Jock Peterson. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Peterson.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Well, balls are flying all over the ballpark in this one here, right here, man. Leadoff single, another one here in the middle innings to get things going. This has been a great offensive performance by both teams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on in the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. A step on the bag for 1. On to Encarnacion, and they get them both. A double play.
The catcher, number 9.
Striding in once again, Yasmani Grandal. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Naquin's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. Digging in and looking for more, Edwin Encarnacion. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. A shot down the first baseline. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-1. Here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
3 for 3 on the day right there with that single. He looks locked in. Don't pitch to him.
Center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Tyler Naquin is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
They'll throw back to second to get the out, and that's going to be all they get. Boy, a risky play there, but it pays off.
Now batting. Third
Digging in to
baseman,
try it again. Jose Ramirez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Pitch outside. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 6 runs, 8 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Forsythe. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
the right fielder,
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a ball 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Lifted the other way to left center. Coles is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Kyle Crockett is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Skied into straightaway right. And Chisenhall calls for it and takes it for the 1st out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Digging in once again, Andrew Toles. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. The windup and the 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lindor ranging into the outfield. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pull even, it's 6-6 now. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the...
And this Gonzalez is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a two-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Here's Adrian now. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That rolls foul for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Ready one.
Leading off with a Tribe, catcher
Yimi Garcia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 63.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Takes a high fastball for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Ready on 1-2. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. Grandal gathers. And he makes the throw to first. Gomes is retired, and there's one away.
Left fielder number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this point. Here's a grounder foul to start things off over toward the Cleveland dugout. It's strike one. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number two.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Puig's got a read on it. And that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Weir's still tied 6-6.
Your attention, please.
And a new pitcher is summoned from the bullpen as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call. Here's a liner caught down there at third. Good reactions there, and on one pitch the leadoff man is gone to begin the eighth. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Jock Peterson stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Here it comes. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Naquin moves over. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The right fielder, number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle onto first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Grounded to short. Seager takes it in. Throw gets him, 2 down.
First baseman
Edwin Encarnacion now. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Off speed pitch, good for strike 2.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He'd come back in with the fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. In there, no balls and a strike. Chopped weakly to the right. Foul ball, strike 2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Here's the
Leading off for the Dodgers, the catcher, number 9, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ripped on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Logan Forsythe. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Striding in, Andrew Toles. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. So coming to the plate, Corey Seager. His previous meetings with Boone Logan, 1 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Tap down the line, but it gets foul. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the leave 1. This game remains tied at 6. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. A solo shot down the line in right. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over. As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Edwin Encarnacion.